and gentlemen of the future Fandation Nation, here than Villain far and wide. Hello, welcome back to the channel, the show, the all of the above. My name's Fernie. Of course, with me as always is Gabe. Well, not always, because you've been lacking, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
I know. I'm getting canceled left and right out here.
Getting canceled left and right. You got, hey, dog. What was it this time? Was it Kathleen Kennedy again, or was it someone new?
It was the Kathleen Kennedy stuff. I mean,
Yeah, let it go.
now
dude.
that Rangers has been shelved completely, you know.
Now that they're making Geo the Rock the main protagonist of
Geo
the Star Wars
the main protagonist
franchise.
of the Mandalorian trilogy. Did you see my last DM to you about what Josh was reporting over on the Den of Nerds?
No, I didn't.
Oh, he was claiming that Mando season 3. One of his sources confirmed that Mando season 3 already finished filming, and I'm like, there's no way.
Oh, I did. I heard about that, but I also
there's no way they've even started.
Well, because
they
look,
barely
so
got Boba.
me and you have heard and know stuff that we probably won't say off on camera because you know for people's job's sake, but
the actors herself already confirmed.
Yeah, actors basically have. I'm pretty sure they're not, and then I'm pretty sure didn't what's his who plays Pedro Pascal? Pedro Pascal and
Pedro Pascal himself said that they haven't even started.
He was on a conversation with Ewan, with Obi-Wan. They did a show together. And they were barely talking about how like they're barely gonna start filming, and they're like season 3 is coming, but it's gonna happen like later. So
yeah,
I don't think that's gonna happen for like. I think it's gonna happen, but just in a bit. And then I think Pedro Pascal's kind of busy now. Isn't he being Joel in the freaking Last of Us?
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate right now. So
dude,
that's why I'm like, bro, I don't. There's no way. Like, I don't know, but the how the Boba's finish is cool. Like, I can't wait to see when they officially start dropping a trailer for that, or if they will drop a trailer. Who knows?
Dude, what we're seeing with Spider-Man, dog, who knows?
Maybe they just don't. Maybe I think Sony just like, oh, they guessed the right date again. We're pushing it back.
Because I feel like you asked me before the show, you're all like, you think theater chains really have it? I don't think theaters have the trailer at all, dude.
No.
I think they're lying. I think they're saying they have it.
I think there's
clout.
a lot of liars out right now.
Yeah, it's the clout, bro. They're like, hey, I got the trailer, and then they edit some like makeshift like blurry ass photo, like it looks like they're recording it with their phone. It's just like stock footage from like other. Nah, man, they don't got it. And then you know Sony would like as I said in the tweet. You think Sony would trust the most important trailer right now to like just like part-time employees at movie theater chains? No way.
You would think too. Like, it's not only Sony, but it's also like Kevin Feige probably also has like some say in like when they should release the trailer. 100%. So dude, it's like there's no way.
I think they're just gonna drop it digitally, to be honest, or they're gonna drop.
I don't.
It's gonna be digitally or during Good Morning America or some shit.
I mean, we'll get into it more later, but I don't think this trailer's coming until we're further into Loki.
Oh, really? You think so?
Yeah, I don't think this trailer's gonna happen until we maybe get halfway into Loki or some big stuff gets revealed in Loki.
Because when did it come out? December?
It comes out in December, yeah.
We got time, guys.
There's plenty of time.
We got
time. Soon.
They're gonna hold it, dude. Toby probably hasn't even signed this contract yet. Chill, relax. Like everyone needs to chill. The Spider-Man trailer will come because, dude, I didn't even know that there was a rumor that it was dropping today. Like you said,
there was a bunch of rumors saying that it was dropping today. I'm like, well, it's not dropping today.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, unless it's gonna drop at like 3:00 in the afternoon. For like a random ass reason, dude. You know Marvel, they drop it at like 6 in the morning. They drop it at like
because they do it on Eastern time.
Yeah, dude. It's like
no, it's not happening.
Everyone needs to chill on the Spider-Man trailer. It's coming. But you know what is what's here? Avengers Campus. Now, for those that don't know, me and Gabe worked at Disneyland, or with the Disney company. So, we worked all over the place. Gabe and I both work at Disneyland and California Adventure, right? Same thing in the long term. But for those that know, Disneyland opened Avengers Campus, or California Adventure opened Avengers Campus, which is they said, hey, fuck you, Bugs Land. We're gonna kill you. We're gonna put some freaking Bug X up in your shit and kill you. And we're gonna make a new land based off of the superheroes that everyone knows and loves, which is the Avengers. there's a lot of mixed reviews going on around about it. I haven't gone myself. Gabe works near the area. He works in California Adventure, near that area. But you have had the opportunity of going yourself. So, give me a little overview. How'd you feel about it? What did you think? How was the ride? I want to know everything.
So, it is a small land. It's the size of Bug's Land, but it feels more open because there's more open space. Obviously, it's not like it's supposed to be like you're in like the thicket of grass and stuff. So it's the same size as Bug's Land, so it's not that big.
Okay.
And I think the best part of the land is probably the food. Like,
okay.
I think the food's very, very consistent. I personally think it's better than Galaxy's Edge.
Okay.
The only thing from Galaxy's Edge I think is better than anything at Avengers Campus would be the Ronto wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think. Nothing tops that, but yeah, I personally think the Avengers Campus food experience is better and better priced.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
So my girlfriend got the shawarma, and that was really good.
That was good.
And then I got the not so little chicken sandwich, and that was really good too.
That thing looks hilarious in the pictures because it's like what?
Oh yeah,
it's like a slider bun, and then like
a slider bun, and it's like a regular chicken, like giant chicken breast.
That's awesome, dude. How was the ride?
The ride is cool. If you've ever been on Toy Story Midway Mania,
yeah,
same concept. It's like you're in a cart thing, and you're going around, you're helping Spider-Man contain these spider bots that have, gone crazy or whatever. And instead of having the little gun that has a little string at the back that you pull back on to shoot, it's like a Xbox Kinect system that catches your torso. And so it recognizes your arms, and then you just kind of like fling webs, like Spider-Man, yeah, and that's how you shoot.
I saw that you could actually purchase like merchandising that's like at the store that actually goes in your wrist that will customize or whatever your webs in the ride. Oh yeah,
it's pay to win. Yeah. There's DLC that you can buy for the ride.
How do you feel about okay? A lot of people were like, it's very underwhelming. The ride kind of Toy Story Mania 2. Yeah, this is lame. Do you feel that way in any way? Like, did you follow in that demographic?
So, I've been in the land twice. I got to go on a cool little sneak preview tour before the land opened.
Jealous.
And then I also got to do a cast preview type thing. When I experienced the land, it was empty and it was reasonable. Yeah, everything was reasonable to do. Granted, now looking at it, had I been waiting 4 hours plus just to get into the land, yeah, that land would suck.
Okay, look. Here, I haven't been there, right? I have no opinion, I have no basis, no grounds, right? But here's what I think they should do. It may be an unpopular opinion, but honestly, if you disagree, you're probably either a Disneyland loyalist or a boomer that needs to move on.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of the Hollywood land. They need to engulf it into Avengers land.
I think that's happening eventually at some point.
And they need to restructure that to New York. And the streets of New York. And then they could do a sick ass New York Avengers style ride. They could add the tower there. It'd be really sick, man. Honestly, this is what I said this when Tower of Terror was getting remodeled, right? Years ago. When Tower of Terror was getting remodeled years ago, and there was Guardians Freefall, did I ever tell you what I said it should be?
I know.
I said that Guardians Freefall should be. It shouldn't be that. It should be the fucking Avengers Tower, right? And the ride would have been an enemy or some sort of thing. What was trying to destroy Avengers Tower. While you guys were having a tour, you're having a tour of Avengers Tower or whatever. You're checking out the suits and everything. And while you're heading up an elevator, the city gets attacked by something. You could you would see it through windows and everything. It would be this cool TV screen, kind of like what they did with Guardians.
Yeah.
They have their TV screens and you can see stuff. and then Iron Man would be there helping you throughout the mission while you're going up and down, and like catching you essentially while you're falling and stuff like that. And then at the top, when you go up, when the doors open and they take the picture, and friggin' Iron Man would have been there, like, I got you guys, and then you're like, oh, what? And then drop you again.
That would have been cool.
And then it would have been Avengers Tower. It would have been so cool, and then it would have made way more sense for Avengers Campus. Hey, Disney, you don't need me with your food as a food service worker. Get me as an Imagineer.
Just get him as Imagineer.
Transfer me over. I'm already working for the company. Just transfer me to Imagineer. I can make great ideas.
That is a lot, but obviously they only did Guardians because they wanted to cash it out on the Guardians.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
But yeah, no,
ride,
I mean, they have a lot of characters walking around, which is cool. Like, like there's Captain Marvel, Black Widow, both Captain America. Actually, I'm not sure if the old Captain America still walks around. I think he does though.
I saw
Iron Man.
I saw in the like the opening, or whatever.
Yeah,
he was there in the video, like of the opening, like in the background. But then that was before they announced Sam Wilson gonna be there.
Yeah, so they have Iron Man as well, Loki, Thor, Black Panther.
If this is within the MCU like canon, I wonder if what happens if someone goes up to Black Widow and they're like, "You're dead." You know what I mean?
Oh, well, they explain that kind of.
They do? What do they say?
Yeah, so there's a cube type thing by the Doctor Strange area, the Santorum or whatever.
Oh, I've seen pictures of that thing.
Yeah, the theme, the lore of the land is that cube is what Doctor Strange uses to bring dead characters from our universe into our from another multiverse to bring them into this universe, so that way they're here or whatever.
Yo, that's canon.
Yeah, so
that's 1,000% gonna be canon, bro. Yo, we're seeing that multiverse of madness. We're seeing that 100%. Dude, yeah. Kevin Feige helped build the park, dog. There's no way that's not canon.
So that's how they explain Iron Man and I guess Loki technically too, because Loki's dead too.
Oh, I forgot Iron Man was dead. Yeah.
Iron Man's dead.
And then Steve Rogers is old.
The old Cap, yeah.
Yeah, dude, they should just have an old man like Joe Biden looking ass, just like on a park bench, just sitting like in Avengers Campus, just doing nothing, just sitting. This old man is
just be like, "Can I take a picture with you?" No.
I don't think I will.
I don't think I will.
Yes, dude. But like I'm saying, get rid of Hollywoodland, dude. No, honestly, it's great, but who needs their drawing tutorial on how to draw fucking Nemo, dog? No one needs that. It's cool, but we don't need it.
Here's what I suggest. This is clearly not California Adventure anymore. That theme is gone.
Yeah.
What's there is Klingon with its last breath. So get rid of Hollywoodland.
They need to get rid of the California part and focus more on the adventure part.
Yeah, just make it Disney's something adventure. Get rid of the California. At
Disney's adventure in California.
Yeah, just swap them around. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Turn the rest of Hollywoodland into Marvel, so that Marvel feels significant and feels big. Maybe get rid of Stage 17, put something in there, or get rid of the Monsters Inc. ride, put something else in there. They need a thrill ride.
Dog, Stage 17 is just a storage room. Oh. Oh. Can I say that?
Right now it's where you can go get all your Avengers Campus gear. So
is it really?
Space. Yeah, they don't have enough space in the actual land to actually sell their gear. So
go
to Stage 17 to go get your Avengers Campus gear.
Well, back when I used to work over there, it was different, I guess. Damn. I guess
they changed it.
Damn, they're moving around stuff. Yeah. I mean, dude, honestly, they can leave them on the Monsters Inc. ride and beyond is could be the Monsters Inc. ride. Does anyone like the Monsters Inc. ride? Get rid of it.
No.
Get rid of it.
And Monsters Inc. is
it's a retelling of the story, dude. Just watch the movie again.
Yeah. Just get rid of it. Put something else there.
Yeah.
Here's my thing is that they try to lump Guardians in as part of Avengers Campus, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But this land opened up with one Midway Mania ride.
Yeah.
Dude, and then a ride, technically it's been there for a couple years now.
Doug, how did these animals... Okay, hey, Disney, again, move me from food service, switch me to Imagineering. Because how did you animals not leave those giant leaves up and make an Ant-Man ride? Keep the Bugs Land... Keep stuff from Bugs Land and make an Ant-Man ride.
They kind of... Like, the Ant-Man stuff is almost, like, reminiscent of, like, Bugs Land.
Yeah, but, like, dude, you know those ginormous leaves they had in Buglands? Like,
yeah.
Like, dude, they could have, like, plastered those around the area, said that that's, like, some sort of PIM mistake. Would have been cool, would have made it look more lively. And they could have done an easy AR or, like, you know, like a Star Tours style, like, Ant-Man ride, where you just get into a little car, and then you just, it looks like you're getting smaller and bigger, and you're going around Avengers Campus. That would have been sick.
Yeah, there's so much they could have done, and like the fact that the Avengers ride has been indefinitely shelved, possibly never coming out, is I think the most slap in the face.
I didn't even know that there was supposed to be.
This land.
I didn't even know there was.
Oh yeah, there was.
To be an Avengers
there was
ride.
Concept art for it and everything, just like how there was. Remember when they first announced Smuggler's Run, there was supposed to be multiple different journeys that you could go on, like 3 different missions or whatever, and there's only been the same one since opening, and that's because those other ones got cut because they didn't want to put in more into the budget to make them.
Disney, you're gonna make bank, bro. You're gonna make bank. Just spend a little. Spend a little, dude. If you spend a little, you're gonna make a bunch. You're already making a lot. You can make a bunch, dude.
And with that ride, they showed concept art where it looks like you're in like a jetpack type seating thing, and like the Avengers are fighting like Ultron or whatever around, and it's like, what happened to this ride? Why is it not here? That whole entire Avengers HQ thing that they built was supposed to be the entrance to that ride.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. What's that building even for?
That building is basically just like a fake scaffolding. It's there's nothing behind it. I'm sorry, ruin the magic, but it's just a facade, is what it is. It's just a building.
Okay, I was curious. I genuinely, because I know what it looks like from behind, right? And
these aren't secrets. I mean, there's concept art. They announced an Avengers ride for this land, and they've turned it into, now it's just where the characters come out and hang out on.
Damn, man. Disney, please, just spend. Okay, like, I don't know how they can make Galaxy's Edge better. I think maybe just drop the whole timeline facade at Galaxy's Edge. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, or maybe find some stupid way they did with the Doctor Strange thing, you know, like maybe do some stupid cube, or say Ahsoka opened the door, the world within worlds, you know, and now Star Wars characters are popping up all over canon. They need to do something at Galaxy's Edge that could like liven that up a little bit, and then they need to expand that and add more, like maybe not another ride, but add more interactivity. Like what I think about, you know, is Harry Potter World. Never been there myself, but from what I hear, the amount of like things you can interact with, like, you know, just with the wand, like the wand experience, right? You buy the wand, and like there's literally like sections around the park that you could just like, and then shit will happen. Like, yeah, that's cool.
They need to do like a force sensitive thing with your lightsaber, you know,
yeah,
where you hold the lightsaber up. And there's maybe a monitor or a sensor that captures your hand motion, and then it can do something or whatever. You know, yeah, they need to do something else, because Star Wars is pretty bland in my opinion. Like, and Avengers Campus is going the same way because they don't want to open up an Avengers ride in the Avengers land. It's Spider-Man and Guardians, like those. I mean, Spider-Man's an Avenger, I guess, but you don't get any. You're not experiencing anything else besides Guardians of the Galaxy and Tom Holland Spider-Man, because there's no one else in that ride.
All I want to know is how much, like, you know, did Disney have to like suck off of Sony to get Tom Holland and Spider-Man in their land?
Which is another crazy. It's like, you don't even really own that character.
Yeah,
so what's gonna happen if something happens again, and then Now you have a ride with a character that
you don't own. It's it was, dude. Well, I mean, there was probably contracts, like hey, like sure, stuff will happen with the movies, but the park thing will always happen because it's the park. That was probably contracts, but man, I agree. It's like, dude, what? But
yeah, dude, it's a cool land if you can do it without having to, if you can wait a reasonable amount of time. But there's people that wait in line all day, and like they spend their whole day, they spend $100+ on tickets, and they're just sitting in the sun waiting in line to get into this land, and then they get in, and then like the food's all sold out. There's the standby for Spider-Man. They don't even have one because you have to do the virtual boarding. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? The shopping is not even in the land. It's like you have the Spider-Man gift shop that you can go to, and then if you want anything Avengers related, you got to go all the way to stage 17.
That's so stupid.
It's not organized well at all.
Oh, dude. Hey, look, you guys want to know Disney's secret? Disney ain't organized.
Disney runs things organized. like my family runs, like a family event.
Oh yeah,
they're like, wait, I thought we said you need to bring the baked potatoes. What? Now we don't have baked potatoes with our steak.
Oh man!
And then, now we're making baked potatoes like 30 minutes before our family reunion.
And you're still eating the steak, which is good, but if you had the baked potatoes right then, it'd be better. Yeah. Avengers Campus analogy with baked potatoes.
It's cool. Like the land itself is cool, but it's not worth it right now.
I mean, I feel like I've worked at Disney long enough to realize that most areas aren't worth like 45 minutes of waiting. You know what I mean? Like realistically, like there's people that will wait like 8 hours to go on a ride. It's like, nah, man. Like every ride at Disney is not worth 45. I can't think of a ride off the top of my head that it's worth waiting 45 minutes at Disney. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Rise of the Resistance is probably one of the coolest rides I've ever been on, but I don't think I'd wait 45 minutes to go on it. You know what I mean? Like, just because it's like it's nothing thrilling or exciting. Maybe I think maybe the Incredibles ride, just because it's like it's like a fast roller coaster, so you actually get some sort of like real thrill. But it's like most Disney rides are just like either a slow little cruise through like animatronics, or a sit down AR ride where you're there for like 2 minutes and you're done. You know what I mean?
Which I think has been my biggest complaint about like the most recent lands is that there's no thrill. Like it's
all just tech. It's all just
tech, and it's like that's cool, but
we need a roller coaster.
Why is it that Universal can do cool tech with cool thrill?
Yeah, dude.
And like, have you seen the Hagrid's motorbike adventure or whatever?
No, I haven't.
Do a POV on just like go on YouTube after this and watch a POV on that thing. Mixes cool technology with like a little thrill experience, like, and even the new Jurassic World Velocicoaster ride, looks incredible. Like,
I gotta go to Universal, man.
I'm telling you, Universal's insane. Like I think they're killing it when it comes to rides and stuff. Like, and Disney, it's just like it's all about. We want interactivity, we want immersion.
At this point, Disney's more of just like a picture place. You know what I mean? Disney's more of just like you're going there to eat your churro, take a picture with your ears, and fucking say you went to Disneyland. Disneyland's more of like an idea than a theme park.
It's for the gram. It's not. Oh, it's not for an experience. For the gram.
Yeah. I mean, if you want rides, you're going to like Six Flags. Like, if you want roller coasters, you're going to Six Flags. If you want pictures and stuff like that, you go to Disney. If you want like a mix of that, Universal and Knott's, I guess, right? Or no, Knott's is more of like the discount. The Knott's is like kind of like the sleaze out of all of them, I think. No offense if you work at Knott's.
It's like the fair that stays year round.
Yeah. The one where you look at it, you're all like, I'll go.
Oh, you know what?
It's my day off.
I could always assume if I get hurt.
Yeah. You're like, you're like, you know what? I could afford food poisoning today.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
Go for it.
Oh, I was like, if you want, I was gonna change topics, but if you want to finish your
joke, go for it.
I mean, cause look, so we were talking about superheroes for a little bit, and you know, I think it's time to talk about like an anti-hero. Is he considered an anti-hero?
I guess, kind of.
Well, hey, you tell us because we're gonna be talking about Loki, my homeboy. Let me get this freaking boom, Loki. I love this logo, by the way. It's a freaking dope ass logo. We're talking about Loki. The show finally dropped. You know, it was a long time coming. Loki Wednesdays. Interesting enough, we got the Wednesday slot. You know, not the Friday slot. But we finally got it. And okay, before we go spoiler filled, let's just talk about over. You know, that's how we usually do it. Let's talk about like how we feel generally. I'll go first, so that you know. I enjoyed it. I thought it was actually really sick, dude. I think it was the most actually MCU tied show we've gotten so far, out of all the other ones, and I thoroughly enjoyed my experience. What about you, Gabe?
Yes. By far, the first 5 minutes, I was way more intrigued into this show than I am than the other two. Like, WandaVision needed the first 2 episodes. I would have honestly said the first 3 episodes should have come out at the same time to be able to like get relatively into it. And Falcon Winter Soldier is cool, but it's definitely just a character study and not really involving the rest of the MCU. And this one, the first 5 minutes, it's like now we're in the MCU. Like this is what I'm in the MCU for. We're gonna experience. We're gonna get a perception. You know, we're gonna see what's really going on within the greater story of the MCU, but from someone else's perspective.
Bro, let's just hop right into it, dude. The first second, as soon as it popped up with like, it was basically like the beginning or that one scene from Endgame, right? You know, from the original Avengers part, but it was straight from the scene of Endgame, and it was kind of like explaining to Loki and stuff. Loved it. I thought it was awesome. It was super cool, dude. And then, you know, we get that amazing white shot. I forgot where he went, like what year, but it was like that white shot, and then he get like blasting into the desert, dude. Okay, the TVA is such a cool idea. It's such a cool. It's not original, if I'm being honest, because I don't know who did it first between DC or between DC and Marvel. But DC, and especially the CW, they have a show that's kind of like the same concept. Well, it used to be Legends of Tomorrow. That show in season 1 and 2 was about an organization that it was like they were called the Time Bureau, and it was their job to fix like different. They were called anomalies in their show that were wrong with like time travel throughout the thing. So like it's the same idea, you know what I mean? But I feel like Marvel obviously is doing it 50 times better. But
I love the 70s bureau feel that the TVA has.
Dude, yeah, man.
That is so cool.
Miss Minutes?
Miss Minutes.
Dude, you know she's voiced by Tara Strong?
Really?
Yeah. Harley Quinn, Timmy Turner, fucking who else did she play? A lot of iconic people. Oh, Raven. She plays Raven from the Teen Titans. Yeah, iconic. Tara Strong. She's Miss Minutes. I follow her on Twitter. She wouldn't stop talking about it.
That's really cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that Miss Minute. Like that one, the TVA has this like, it's like a mystery, but it's also creepy. Like I don't know. Like
yeah, right. You kind of
feel
like
something off.
They might be evil a little bit. Yeah, like that feeling.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a theory about the TVA. I have a theory about the TVA and Loki that are very time travel like based. Honestly, this show's giving me a lot of like Doctor Who vibes, and I'm like kind of loving it because I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. I've been watching it for years. So it's like kind of seeing a Doctor Who in the MCU type of thing is freaking awesome, and it's super exciting. But yeah, dude, we saw some really cool stuff going on with the TVA. Dude, that one scene where like they hit Loki with the stick and he was just moving in slow motion.
Yeah.
And she was just in fast regular. I was like, dude, that's insane. I don't even know how they could do that, like with editing wise. Then we get this whole little like thing. How about Miss Minutes explains another multiverse war?
Yeah, Secret Wars?
And yeah, another Secret War? which is kind of
which is
insane.
Insane.
And then she explains how the time, like lords or whatever, they kind of, or what are they called? Like the
timekeepers.
The timekeepers. They talk about how the timekeepers they came together and created the sacred timeline and said this is the timeline that must be protected and stuff like that, which is the timeline that they're living in. Very cool. They explain it and stuff like that, and it's kind of like teasing what's gonna happen with the future and stuff like that. A lot of people are saying maybe it's involving Ant-Man 3 Quantumania, because rumor is that Kang the Conqueror is gonna be we know Kang the Conqueror is the villain of that one.
One of the timekeepers looked eerily a lot like Kang.
Yeah, a lot like Kang. I think Kane's gonna come up. I think Kane's gonna be either name dropped or he's gonna come up at the end of this show.
I'm kind of wondering if Kang created the TVA as like
I think so,
or as like a fake thing.
No, I think that Kane and the other timekeepers created the they created the sacred timeline, they created the TVA or whatever. But I feel like now like Kane the Conqueror wants to take it over. So I feel like he's gonna either betray the other like timekeepers and then kind of like take over the TVA from the inside, maybe.
Yeah.
Like because then we meet Owen Wilson, who is Mobius, who is awesome, dude.
He is
so good.
The standout in this show.
He's so great, dude. He's killing it, dude. I never thought that we would. First of all, I never thought we'd get Owen Wilson in the MCU. And I never thought he would. If he ever was, I never thought he'd be a character like this. And I think, he's killing it. So good. His chemistry with Tom Hiddleston is like, fantastic, 100%.
Oh yeah. I love it. So, what about that scene when we first meet Owen Wilson in the chapel?
No,
and he's talking to that kid.
No,
and the kid points to the stained glass.
No,
I don't think it's Mephisto.
It's not Mephisto.
I'll say it right now. I'll say it right now. I think
not.
I wouldn't be surprised if the head, the director, the runner of the show comes out and goes, I didn't even know who Mephisto was.
No,
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he already came out. He already came out and said something. I
definitely think it's Loki.
Yeah,
pretending to be Mephisto, like pretending to be some evil demon, lord or something.
I think that's just a metaphor for Loki. I think, because
I think it's that variant Loki.
The evil variant.
I think it's like Loki pretending to be something more sinister.
Yeah,
it's a variant that didn't have that come to terms realization that this one did.
The director has already said, he already came out and said that it was a coincidence. It's not Mephisto.
That is a dumb coincidence. Like, I hate that they even did that. Like, it's so annoying. It's why do something that blatant and then be like, I didn't even know Mephisto was a thing. Be like, out of here.
I think the idea he was going for is more the idea that like it was this variant is like the devil. You know what I mean? Because how evil it is.
They should have just made Loki in the stained glass, like to make it abundantly clear it's Loki and not just.
But no, well that's the thing. I don't think the variant we're chasing is Tom Hiddleston.
You think it's a different?
I think it might be that rumored female Loki everyone's talking about. I think it's gonna be, and like that's why she was in the hood at the end there, because that's the reveal that like, whapa, I'm a girl, like. And you were like, oh damn, and then Loki's gonna be like, what the hell? How are you me? You're a girl, like like type of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. I think the infamous rumored female Loki is the one, the bad variant. You know what I mean? And she's the one that has to be stopped or whatever. But I think what I think is actually gonna happen, I think bad girl Loki is actually a good person. Cause I think the TVA is bad. I think she knows that Kang is like trying to take over the TVA, so she's like, all right, I'll just take out the TVA.
Yeah,
I think that's what's happening. And then she's gonna explain it to Loki.
Mobius works directly for King too.
Oh, you think a lot of people
think he's working under King's directive.
A lot of people think he's gonna betray the TVA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people think he might betray the TVA to work for female Loki to try to protect the TVA, protect the philosophies of it.
We'll see. I feel like he's gonna end up being like a villain.
You think so?
Yeah.
It was Mobius all along.
Because the idea that like they're trying to paint Loki as like or he's trying to like convince Loki that he's not a villain.
What are you doing if at the end no Kang, no Mephisto, no nothing? It was just Mobius.
It'll be typical. It'll be typical MCU shenanigans where they don't want to go deep. But I'm not expecting them to say Kang at all. I'm not expecting any kind of name drop. I'm expecting Mobius to be like, I was the true master plan from the beginning, and then like
I'm the Mandarin.
Yeah, like, I think they'll retcon it later down the line and be like, oh, he was actually working for Kang, like,
yeah.
Because I'm still afraid that they're not gonna go full out. Like, they did more already in this show in the first episode than they did in the other two shows. Mm-hmm. But I still think there's like a worry that they don't want to put anything too revealing in these shows yet. Like, I don't know. I just think this is part of the first wave of shows that they're not going to do anything crazy. I don't know if you're watching.
I was watching Josh on the Gen Nerds, right? And he was saying that he heard all these rumors that was going on with the pandemic and all these rewrites and all these reshoots, and he heard about that only for Wanda and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? So he was like, "What if those are the only two shows that were affected and Loki wasn't, right?" So like they knew Loki was gonna smack, right? Mm-hmm. So they were just like, what if they're just like, all right, we're going to put WandaVision and we're going to put them out first because they were kind of hit really hard, and it's going to be like, we're going to get flack, but, once we drop Loki, it's going to fix everything. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, man. I'm hoping, we only have 6 episodes. We're kind of a sixth of the way there.
Well, again, it's we'll see. Like, I'm hesitant because I don't want to like start getting too hyped about it, and then them just be like, "Oh, we're not gonna go that far."
Well, because the Easter eggs have already started, man. Have you seen the Peggy Carter one? Mm-hmm. Dude, okay. If anyone who's watching doesn't know, the scene where he steals the teleporter thing from Mobius and teleports away. A door behind him opens up, and like a security guard and a woman walks past. People have been like zooming in and looking at it, and it looks exactly like Peggy Carter. Like, it's ridiculous. Like the way she walks, the way her hair thing, like the way she's dressed, she looks identical to Peggy Carter, and it's wild. Like there's 2 theories going around about that. One theory is that she this was kind of fucked, is that after Captain America delivered all the Infinity Stones and went to Peggy for his last dance, the TVA immediately showed up and took her away.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's a funny but sad one. And the other one, that's a really big one that, has no grounds, that people are just guessing because it would be cool, is that she is the Peggy Carter from the What If series that's coming up. The Captain Britain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that one's more just like a fan theory where people just really want. But the other one just would be a hilarious Easter egg. That would be so fucked up, dude. Captain America just wanted to get his last, he just wanted to lose his virginity for once, dude.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious what they'll do with. There's a lot of opportunity for cameos here.
Oh yeah, 100%. Apparently there was a Stan Lee cameo. Like he's like a drawing in the background somewhere.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
I saw a picture somewhere. I haven't checked it out myself, but super cool though. Dude, how about the fact that when he escapes and he like finds the Infinity Stones?
That was crazy to me.
And he was just like, Infinity Stones. And they're like, oh yeah, we use it as paperweights here, you know? And then he had like that self-reflection. It's like, oh man.
He's like, I am really screwed. I can't do anything.
Well, I think it's more of the fact of how little he felt. You know what I mean? It's not more of like, I'm screwed that I can't do anything. It's more of the fact that his entire life. I think it's
a little bit of both.
Yeah, well, it's like, because like his entire life, he was going for ultimate power. His idea of ultimate power was collecting the Infinity Stones and rule the fucking world. And then now he found this area where they use Infinity Stones like paperweights. You know?
Yeah.
And he's just like, he felt so small, and that's why he had that moment of looking into the screen of like, is this the ultimate power? You know, like that's kind of nuts, dude. Hey, and how about, I've been saying it for fucking weeks. Go back to the tape. I theorized that they were gonna show Loki his entire life, including up to his death. I did say it would be in a movie theater, but hey, same thing.
They did show him.
They showed him his entire life, and then he showed himself up to his death. Man, that was brutal, dude. That was nuts.
That's That I mean that. Can you imagine being shown that? Like,
I'd cry.
Imagine like seeing big life events happen in your future.
Yeah, your mom died. Your dad died. Your family finally comes together. You die. It's like,
yeah, it's like, damn. All right,
dude. It was gut punch after gut punch after gut punch after gut punch for Loki. My poor boy, dude.
Which sucks because like, you think about it, Loki's already been on the whole entire character arc.
Oh yeah, but then again, this is
he's got to do this all over again.
But this is a different version of Loki, though. You know? This is the pre-Loki.
Which, I mean, again, big props to Tom Hiddleston. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. To do two... Now, essentially, he's working on his second character arc.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, he kind of had to, like, regress all of, like, back to, like, that original Loki, you know? Like,
original Loki.
All that development he did, he had to just scrap it and forget it, and, like... And he had to go back to his primal, like, Loki-type character, you know? Which is cool. He did a great job, too.
Yeah. And man. Every time I see Tom Hiddleston too on screen, and like especially when he's playing like old Loki, you know, I want him so bad to be like a young emperor, like a young Sidious, learning to like, you know, be a dark ruler of the Sith with Plagueis. Man, so bad.
Maybe, hey, dude, cast him for the Acolyte, Disney. Cast him. Cast my boy.
Put my boy Tom Hiddleston as you know,
I'd watch it, dude.
Chief Palpatine.
At first, I thought Matt Smith was gonna be like the young Palpatine, because that was like the rumor that was gonna happen, or like the back in like the Rise of Skywalker, like era.
Yeah,
like, they were talking about how Matt Smith was in the movie. Yeah, he was in the movie. Cut. He was in the movie and he got cut. But apparently he was... I forgot if he was either a Knights of Ren that got Palpatine's soul into him, or if he was a clone of Palpatine.
I heard he was going to be a young clone of Palpatine.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was either one of those.
And that version of the movie got cut.
Man.
Which is like...
Is that good for Matt Smith, or is that bad for Matt Smith? Because, hey, Matt Smith was going to be in a Star Wars. It was one of the worst Star Wars. But he would have been in a Star Wars.
I think I would have preferred to see that version of the movie, because at least we would have gotten a cool epic lightsaber duel with the main villain of the saga against the two protagonists.
Who are you kidding? We weren't gonna see any lightsaber duel.
We weren't gonna see anything.
We didn't see anything.
No, because Rey would have just gotten her two lightsabers, made an X, and then he would have dissipated.
Do you imagine Loki shows up in the Star Wars canon? He's just like, he just flies through. He just like, what the? Hey, where am I? What's going on here? And then Loki becomes Palpatine. That's actually what happens in canon. He's like DB Cooper. He's like DB Cooper.
That was a cool little like reference there. That was I love that too.
DB Cooper. He's like, it was a joke or it was a bet. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
It was a bet I lost to Thor.
Okay. Do you have any personal yourself, any theories going on in your head about this, about Loki?
I don't know if it's so much theories, but I think they definitely teased Secret Wars is coming.
Oh, 100%.
Now I'm curious, will they eventually go back and show us that first Secret War? And we're obviously going to get a second Secret War now that the multiverse is going to break.
So, I'm glad you brought that up because that actually involves one of my theories. I have two theories. I'll do so I like to call them the Loki paradox and the TVA paradox. So I'll start with the Loki paradox. So the Loki paradox is, the idea that in the timeline, that those events in the sacred timeline are supposed to happen again and again and again and again forever, all throughout time, right? The Avengers are supposed to come together. They're supposed to fight Loki. They're supposed to win. Thanos is supposed to come. Endgame, Infinity War, Endgame. And then it would have caused Loki creating a loop, right? Essentially, causing it all over again. Eventually, down the line, creating a paradox, because that's what they meant by doing it again and again and again and again. And then when Loki was like, "Oh, well, the Avengers time traveled. Why is my problem?" And then she said, "Well, they were supposed to. You weren't." I think that's not entirely true. I think that's part of the paradox, right? I think the fact that they don't know that he wasn't supposed to is what triggers the paradox. So the fact that now Loki knows what his entire future is supposed to be, but that the fact that he also knows that it's a fixed point in time that he can't change no matter what. What if after the entire series is over, like maybe how many seasons, like let's say he has to continue seasons, right? After the entire series is over, that he has to go back to that point in time to continue the rest of the timeline for the timeline to be secured or the timeline to remain. So, in other words, saying that the Loki we've known the whole time is the Loki from the Loki series, and he just, he was just aware of everything the entire time. He was playing everything the entire time on purpose to make it fit to fix the secure time or the sacred timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Loki paradox, right? The other one's along the same idea but a little bigger, right? This one's the TVA paradox, which is, what if the sacred timeline they're talking about, or like the multiverse war that they're talking about and everything, hasn't happened yet? What if the sacred timeline is going to eventually lead up to the first multiverse war or multiverse event, which is going to cause an event, right? Or which is going to cause unforeseen events, which is going to essentially either create or call the timekeepers together, securing everything again, creating the sacred timeline, causing the time loop, essentially, right? Creating the new sacred timeline. So when they were talking about, like it already happened for them, but remember, time works differently in the TVA. So it already happened for them, but for Loki and in their sacred timeline, it's yet to happen because it's way off in the future. So basically, when they referenced the first multiverse or the first multiverse war, that's actually Secret War, which is going to be the future of the MCU, the past for the TVA.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Causing the paradox. You know what I mean? So when they said the Avengers have to do that, that's part... They know they have to do that because that's part of their past to create them, which is them monitoring their future. Which is the paradox.
Yeah.
And that's the TVA paradox.
So, another just kind of like theory here, I guess. What if, because like they're protecting the sacred timeline, right? That's what they claim that the timekeepers are doing.
Yeah.
But what's to say what's supposed to happen and what's not supposed to happen besides them?
Yeah.
So, because it's weird to me that they said, "Oh, what the Avengers did was supposed to happen." Well, what makes that supposed to happen, and what Loki did not supposed to happen?
The timekeepers, apparently.
You're right, and it's like they don't really go into much explanation other than like, well, the Avengers were supposed to do that, you weren't supposed to, and it's like, okay, well, who's to say that's the reason for that? My thing is, I think the timekeepers are just a bunch of evil douchebags, and they like being in control of everything. And I think the reason why all those Infinity Stones are there is because they stop people they believe are a threat to their power, who will figure out that they're the ones that are trying to keep things in check or make sure that they stay in power, and will possibly overthrow them or something. That's why when the Avengers went back in time, they didn't care, because like, well, we know their intention is not to
they're good guys.
Take over the world. They're not going to do anything. They're not a threat to us. But Loki would be a threat to them if he found out what's going on, if he found out about this paradox, this type of stuff. He would be the kind of person to be like, well, why just be the ruler of Earth when I can be the ruler of time?
Yeah, well, I mean, even Mobius was like, Loki, god of space, ruler of space, like, he was like, why are you stopping so small? Like, even he was saying it, man. It's like, that's,
which, again, leads why, like, that one specific timekeeper looks a lot like King.
He does,
and it would make sense that he would totally be like, well, the Avengers aren't a threat to me, because, like, they're going to do whatever they do to save their pesky little timeline or whatever. Yeah. But, like, it's not going to affect me in the overall grand scheme of things. But Loki is a threat.
Yeah, they're over here like
Thanos, had he really cared about anything else, could have been a threat, but he didn't. He only
King's
cared about wiping out the universe.
King's out here like, yeah, they're over here freaking out about 6 Infinity Stones. I have a whole drawer full of Infinity Stones, man. Don't even worry about it. Kang shows up with an AK-47 modded with Infinity Stones, like, plated on that
bullets.
It shoots Infinity Stones with bullets. It's no.
Also, where do you think the TVA is?
Quantum Realm.
100%. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm 100%. Almost positive now that city that we saw in Ant-Man 2 is the TVA. Like, that's exactly what it is.
You know,
it's the Quantum Realm.
I did want it to be Koronor, originally. Like, that was like my whole video that I made, like, that one time, saying that city was Koronor, the city in the Macroverse. But now I definitely I agree. That's 100%.
The TVA is the Quantum Realm.
I mean, sure. and if it isn't, it's in the Quantum Realm still. Like, there's no, like, because if you guys haven't watched my Big Hero 6 live action video on the channel, on like the Future Fandation YouTube channel, check it out. I go really in depth in the Quantum Realm, and I show deleted scenes from Ant-Man 2 where Janet, I think that's the wife's name, right? She talks about the Quantum Realm, like, in depth, and she says how there's civilizations upon civilizations, implying multiple cities, multiple worlds, so it's like, if that one city isn't the TVA, they're 100% still in the Quantum Realm. Like, there's no way. Like, where else would it make sense?
It explains everything that the mystery is trying to, like, okay, where are they mysteriously, and why don't the Infinity Stones work there?
Yeah.
Why are they so powerless and useless? I think it's because it's in the Quantum Realm. Because even Ant-Man says time works differently in the Quantum Realm.
Oh, like, it's
definitely the Quantum Realm.
Oh, he did 100%. Say that. Oh my god. How about and then not only that, if Loki does really go into Kang the Conqueror, and the TVA of all the timekeepers, which some of them definitely look like Kang, Ant-Man 3 is Ant-Man 3 Quantumania. And we already know the main villain was Kang the Conqueror. So what if Loki is the show that explains how Kang got it, or either is in the Quantum Realm or got his power in the Quantum Realm?
Yeah, I'm 100% convinced already. I don't think I'm so kind of surprised I haven't seen like, new rock stars or all these other, like channels talk about that being like one of the first things is that this is in the quantum, because that was the first like dot
I've heard theory, like the first time I ever heard it was my friend that I told you about, Kendall from Normies to Nerds. He was the first person I ever heard say like it's in the quantum realm, and like ever since he said that, dude, I freaked out. I was like, dude, and then he mentioned it to Josh from the Den of Nerds, and Josh even like was like, yeah, 100% quantum realm. So it's like, yeah, I agree. I wonder why a lot of people aren't really talking about it potentially being the quantum realm.
Oh, I honestly think 100% it's the quantum realm. Like it explains so like it's the same sentence that Mobius keeps using, saying time works differently here in the TVA. I swear, I think Paul Rudd says that exact same line.
I'm picturing it in my head in the quantum realm.
He says time works differently in the quantum realm when he's trying to explain
that
they could time travel.
Yeah, in Endgame. When he's eating the sandwich, he's like, "Is that someone's sandwich?"
Yeah.
Oh man, you're totally right. God, we gotta get a video up of that, dude. we gotta do a video.
I'm down.
Dude,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh man. But one thing, like, okay, the only thing I can see them doing with that is teeing up Ant-Man 3. Like, this show has 100% potential to tee up Ant-Man 3.
I think Ant-Man 3 is going to be the big event.
Oh, it's going to be the Civil War type of thing.
I think Quantumania is going to be the last big event in Phase 4, and I think Fantastic Four will be kind of like the Spider-Man Far From Home, where it'll be just like an epilogue type thing that'll lead into the next phase.
I won't be surprised. A lot of rumors and theories that if they introduce a Fantastic Four, at least half of the Fantastic Four in Quantumania.
I could see it.
Yeah, man. Imagine. Dude,
I may even think they may change where they get their powers from being in the quantum realm.
Dude, imagine if the Fantastic Four got their powers through the quantum realm.
Hope, what was it? Hope?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
She got her powers from the quantum realm.
Yeah. Dude.
So I think that's how they'll explain the Fantastic. They won't do like the asteroid thing or whatever. They'll do that.
A group of scientists going into the quantum realm
with maybe the original Hank Pym.
That would be nuts, dude. Yo.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
That'd be sick, man. Oh my god, I'm all for that. Jesus Christ. Good shit, Gabe.
I'm so excited for. I'm telling you, the Loki show did it. The Loki show's done it already. It's already opened the door way more than
episode 1 too. You know, like I feel like with WandaVision, it was like WandaVision was a fun journey. You know, the finale was a flaw or like was lackluster in my eyes, but the journey of WandaVision was fun. You know, like week to week, theorizing, like looking at the little things. Yeah, I didn't pay off at the end, but like, it was still like a fun journey, but had no ties to the MCU. You know, it was more just like little tidbits within itself. You know, Falcon and Winter Soldier had ties to the MCU, but it was more character development, you know?
And it was not the strongest, tied to what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah. But this one, right off the bat, dude, ties to the MCU, and then still character development, dude. When
big time.
When Mobius like broke down Loki, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in his office, and he was just like breaking him down. I was like, dude, this is fucking nuts. This is deep. You know what I mean?
And what's crazy, this show exemplifies doing what you need to do by setting up the future of Marvel, what's going to happen, what the big event is going to be, maybe, while also doing great character development for someone like Loki. And like, because you can't, with the whole entire first episode with what they did with Loki and Owen Wilson, you wouldn't be able to do that in a Marvel movie. That's too much time trying to break down Loki's character. But with the show, they're allowed to do that, and they still somehow, I think, sufficiently set up way more than they did Phase 4 in that one episode than they did in both WandaVision and
look,
Captain Falcon.
This was an hour long. That's half a movie, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the cool thing about like the Disney Plus shows, is that we're gonna get way more content based around these characters that we would have gotten in a regular movie. Like, yeah, we're gonna get the Shang-Chi movie, 2 hours of Shang-Chi, but imagine if it was a Shang-Chi Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
That would have been like 8 hours of Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's. And again, I'm more excited for Shang-Chi than I am Black Widow, and that's the next Marvel project.
It looks cool. I'm kind of bummed because apparently the actor who played Shang-Chi has confirmed Fing Fang Foom is not in the film.
Damn.
But he did say there was a dragon in the film. There was a dragon in the film. But he did say Fing Fang Foom is not in the movie because it ties into too much of the racial stereotypes type of thing, which is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, but we all know. We've talked about that.
I think that'll be less of a problem going in the future because it seems like a lot of studios are breaking away from that threshold.
I mean, if the dragon is in the movie, though, you know, like, if the dragon's actually in Shang-Chi, and if it's not Fing Fang Foom, fine. But I really hope they use the dragon to explain the rings, you know? Like, because that was the whole part that I was excited about with Fing Fang Foom being in the movie, was more just that they were going to use that to explain the alien tech-wise of the 10 rings. If Fing Fang Foom's not in the movie, it's going to make a little less... I mean, they're gonna explain it they're gonna explain it in a way that makes sense for sure. But like, it would have been really cool to have the original comic book win with Fing Fang Foom and like his alien ship and everything. Cause that would have been really cool. Cause it would have been cool just to see some like big ass. We need some like kaiju level stuff, dude. We haven't got kaijus in freaking MCU yet, have we?
I don't think so.
Dude, Ant-Man's the biggest kaiju we've got.
Yeah, he's like the biggest entity. Well, I mean, I guess like those space like lizard worm things that Thanos had and Loki. That's like about it, though.
I don't count those. Those are transport. Those things were buses. We need some like big ass kaijus going on in the MCU. Like, cause dude, if they ain't fighting kaijus, what do you think they're gonna do when Galactus shows up?
Yeah, they're gonna be caught off guard completely.
They're gonna be like, dude, this guy is big as 70,000 planets. It's like Jesus Christ, what the fuck? How are we gonna fight this man? And the Silver Surfer's gonna be like, look at my chrome dick.
We got Shumagorath coming up. That's gonna be a pretty big.
Yeah, but Shumagorath is more of, he's gonna be in like a dimension, he's not gonna be like walking around New York. Cause Doctor Strange fought Dormammu, but Dormammu was in his dimension.
Yeah, I hope Doctor Strange 2 opens the portal for a lot of these like otherworldly characters to be able to like have like their physical form.
Yeah.
And show up and they can fight physically.
Well, okay, so speaking of Doctor Strange 2, remember back in the day when everyone thought Doctor Strange 2 the main villain was gonna be Nightmare? How about the whole Nightmare Easter egg in Loki?
Oh, the Nightmare Department.
Yeah, the Nightmare Department's its own department, and Owen Wilson is more than happy to burn it down.
Yeah, that's true.
What's that about? Yo, you think Nightmare is actually in there? He just had like a tuxedo on. He's like running the Nightmare Department. He's like, hey, welcome to Nightmare LLC. We're here to fulfill your worst fears.
Which leads me to believe that maybe the TVA is not also just in charge of time, but they're also in charge of like controlling and locking away these like deity type figures that really, mess up the world.
So one thing I want to kind of bring up and clarify and maybe get your opinion on is, because I've been watching a lot of like people's like thoughts and like opinions on it, right? And people are getting really confused with the idea of timelines and multiverses. Are you confused about that anyway, or do you think they're separate in the MCU, or do you agree with them that they're the same? Because a lot of people are thinking that they're the same. So like basically saying that, Mobius going around meeting these other variants. That's kind of like the idea of the multiverse in the MCU. But I disagree. I still think multiverses and timelines are completely different things.
I think they're different things, but at the same, because each multiverse can have it multiple timelines.
That's what
right?
I was at. That's what I was like.
Yeah,
That's what I was like thinking.
it's different. Like the 616 has multiple different timeline opportunities and stuff, but that doesn't mean that that makes it a whole separate another universe.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that something changed along the timeline that caused a different outcome than what it was supposed to happen. Like, I think like they kind of explained in Loki. But a multiverse is like a whole different universe that may be following the same kind of timeline, but its timeline is still relegated differently than this other, universe.
Like there could be a multiverse where I'm Iron Man, and then in that multiverse I could have up to like 4 different timelines or 7 I could have a million timelines, but there could be a multiverse where Gabe's Iron Man, and that multiverse could have like 50 million timelines. You know what I mean? So I think that's the difference between multiverses and timelines. So there still is a difference. So like because when people were saying when Mobius was like going out and destroying the variants and like destroying essentially destroying that timeline, that they were just destroying multiverses, and it's like, no, I don't think that's what it is. I think it's
I think the purpose of the TVA though is to stop the timelines from getting too out of control, that they create multiverses. Like, you know how that branch was going towards that red line and they were saying, hey, we need to get track of this before it hits that red line or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I think what they're saying is that if a timeline branches off too far from its regular timeline and really, really changes the course of time, then it could split off into a multiverse and become its own universe. I think that is what they're trying to... I think that's what the race and Loki's about, is to prevent the multiverse stuff from opening again. But I think this is obviously taking place in a time right before Wanda and stuff. This is happening before WandaVision and happening before Spider-Man 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see I think the final episode of Loki is gonna be like oh shit, like the foot's about to drop, the other foot's about to drop,
man,
and then we're gonna see it explode in Spider-Man 3.
You think it's gonna go in Spider-Man 3?
I think we'll see the beginning of the explosion in Spider-Man 3 of the multiverse unraveling.
Yeah, because
with the Spider-Man showing up, and then I think Doctor Strange will be there to be like, we're in a heap of trouble here.
It's
and that's what Doctor Strange will basically.
It's essentially about to be like a multiverse trilogy going on right now.
Yeah.
Or like it's like the chapter of the multiverses, and it's about to happen with Loki. Because then we're gonna get the tease of it with Spider-Man 3 with like the different Spooderman. Doctor Strange 2 is gonna go ham. M3 Quantumania is gonna go ham.
Which I find weird that Kevin Feige never once brought up the idea that Loki would be so closely related to like this multiverse trilogy type thing. He kept saying it was WandaVision, but
Loki is definitely way bigger.
Loki is already definitely way bigger than.
I think he was banking more on the whole Doctor Strange thing.
And then he cut it out.
Then they cut it out, yeah.
So it's like, bro, you cut out your own connection to the multiverse.
But then Loki is going ham, bro. I'm gonna watch it again. I've watched it twice, but I'm probably gonna watch it again, dude.
I've loved that episode.
Great. It's awesome.
It's great, and I think this episode will bring back people that got kind of disenfranchised with the end of WandaVision.
Yeah, I
definitely know some of my friends that.
Yeah, me too.
That were kind of like really upset with how WandaVision ended, and then they gave Falcon and Winter Soldier like 2 episodes, and then they just kind of like, and they just didn't care,
Yeah,
but like I think this show will bring people back in because of how ingrained it is with the rest of the MCU. My
friend Unlimited Cold Cuts, he's in here from time to time. Yeah, he felt the same way. You know, WandaVision, he liked it for like a little bit, and then like it didn't do it for him at the end. Falcon Winter Soldier didn't do it for him at all, really. And I was to the point where he was like, I'm just gonna wait for Loki to be done, and then I'm gonna binge it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, you know, it's like respect, but I agree. I think that this is the type of show that could possibly bring back the people that were getting away from it a little bit. 100%.
And I will say this: Falcon Winter Soldier, I don't think has a lot of replay value at all.
No, I don't think so either.
I remember even like me trying to watch it like a second time through. I'm like, I don't really want to watch it again. Like it was alright, but like, yeah, that show didn't have any replayability whatsoever.
I mean, maybe for like maybe the last episode, just to see him in the suit and to see him like in his speech and stuff like that. But yeah, the rest of them, nah. I have no care for. Maybe the Madripoor episode, just to see fucking Zemo like. But yeah,
and even then, I'll just go the YouTube extended scene.
Yeah, right. The 4 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, but
yeah, I think Loki will have the most replayability out of all the 3 shows so far.
I'm gonna check Twitter real quick. I want to see if any crazy shit dropped while we were having this. Don't you just hate that when like we'll do a show, and then like at the end of the show something crazy will fucking drop? Oh, Summer Game Fest was today. I know we're more. I know we talk more of. Comic books and stuff like here and movies and stuff. But we can talk games a little bit. You are not looking forward to Battlefield 2042.
No, I think that. Yeah, that looks terrible.
So look, I'm not gonna give you any hate about it because I don't like Battlefield games. I've notoriously have never liked Battlefield games because I'm bad at them. Like I'm really bad at them. So I just don't play them. Like I don't know why. Like the only Battlefield game I've ever been good at is Star Wars Battlefront. The Star Wars Battlefront series. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
That's like a washed down Battlefield. So it's like I'm gonna play it because me and my friend have a linked account. So like when he buys the game, we both get it, and then when I buy, vice versa. So he's gonna get it. So I'm probably gonna play it and try it out. But it's like I'm not looking forward to it. What do you not like about it?
Where to begin? The only Battlefield I really truly had a lot of fun in was Battlefield 3. I think Battlefield 4 was okay. The map balancing in that was terrible, I think. But I just hate when these military shooters go futuristic. It's just stupid in my opinion. I hate it so much. Like when they try to go like Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter and like the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I'm like, just stop. Like I hate that. I don't like that theme.
I was about to tweet that. I was like, Call of Duty decided to go backwards in time again, and Battlefield said, "Okay, hold my beer. We're going forward again."
I remember hearing rumors about this new Battlefield being like Cold War / Vietnam. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. We don't really get a lot of video games based on that because I think a lot of video game developers are afraid of going to that time period because of the idea that we lost or whatever that war. It's like, get over it. Like,
yeah, get over it.
It's part of American history. Like
we lose sometimes.
We lose sometimes. We're not always going to win. It's not a big deal. But I think that era hasn't really been explored in video games that well. And I think it would have made it a lot more interesting of a Battlefield game than 2042. It's so dumb.
I would have
like now you're gonna be playing with fake guns. Yeah.
Let's see. They also Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
What is that? I don't even know. That's Borderlands, right?
It's a standalone Borderlands game for Tiny Tina. I don't know if it's a full-fledged game, but I love Tiny Tina as a character, so fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
Did they actually just release the release date for Elden Ring?
Oh, they did. I don't know what Elden Ring was, but January 21st.
Okay, so Elden Ring. I'm not a Souls guy myself, but it's a Soulsborne game. But the difference with it is that it's in collaboration with the director of Dark Souls and Bloodborne with James R. Martin, I think.
Oh,
right?
Cool.
Yeah. So it's gonna have like a Game of Thrones, influence as
Oh,
well.
nice. That sounds cool then.
It
Yeah,
won't.
I don't know. I
It
don't
won't
really know
be
how it
in the
works.
Game of Thrones universe, but it's gonna have a lot of Game of
Style.
Thrones lore, type stuff.
Yeah. Is that why this motherfucker won't finish writing the book? He's too busy working on Elden Ring.
I think he's just like, well, I think what happened was he was like, I don't know, I'll see. He kept pushing it back, and then with what happened with the show, he's probably like, I don't want to go back and work on this because whatever I write may not be well received.
And the show is kind of trash now, anyway.
So
they've also announced an Ash vs. the Evil Dead game, which are showing gameplay. Which kind of looks like Dying Light a little bit, or Dead by Daylight. I mean, not Dying Light, Dead by Daylight. Something about Jurassic World Evolution 2.
was it Jurassic World Evolution 2?
Yeah, bro. Evolution 2.
I actually enjoyed Jurassic World Evolution.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Really? What was it?
It was like a roller coaster tycoon type thing, but you were building your own Jurassic, park.
Hey, well, congratulations, dog. You got it. You got it. You did it.
Oh, did you see that Jurassic World Dominion officially got a release date as well?
Jurassic World what?
Dominion, the movie, the third movie?
No, I didn't. I didn't know what that was.
June 10th, 2022.
Sick. I probably should watch the second one, huh?
Yeah, you can skip it.
Oh, okay, cool. I can just go to let's go to the third one. Oh, man.
Yeah. Honestly, the second one was not good.
Whose fault is it? Is it writing or is it Chris Pratt's fault?
Writing.
Right.
Direction. Overall direction. They sequel
wasn't the kid from the direct Detective Pikachu in it?
Yeah. He's kind of annoying in it.
Oh, that's a shame.
I like Jurassic World. I know there's a lot. I didn't realize it was such a.
I don't mind the first one. Yeah, Jurassic
opinion.
World.
I heard a lot of people complain that Jurassic World 1 was terrible, and I'm like, I thought it was cool. Like,
all right, good job.
I think it was definitely better than the first 2 Jurassic Park sequels, like for sure.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah, dude. 2 and 3 were fucking lame.
were not that good, and like I still like them because dinosaurs and like it was cool. But I know they're not good movies. Like they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jurassic World is significantly better. Like even if it's kind of like you have to hold your disbelief a little bit.
Wait, so what was the plot of 2 if it was just that bad?
Okay, so I'll give you a quick rundown.
Yeah.
This should be Kevin doing this, but
I know. Where's Kevin at? Let me switch to Kevin's movie reviews.
Basically, they know that they've abandoned the dinosaurs on the island, right? Oh, we're going into it.
No, the cameras aren't structured.
Oh, it's not.
Wait, hold on. Actually, can I fix this? Hold on, maybe I can. Oh no, that's your cam. Where's the other cam? Let me boom, and then I just gotta boom, and then boom. There you go. Go spit your facts.
There you go. All right. So, right, there's been some time since they've abandoned the park because of what happened in the first film.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what's her face? Ron Howard's daughter. I forget her name in the movie. She's started this whole entire Save the Dinosaurs campaign. It's like PETA but for dinosaurs.
Oh God.
Right. And Chris Pratt's just chilling. He's like, I took my lump sum of my suing the park for all the horrible stuff that happened, and I'm just chilling. I'm just living my life. I'm cool. And she's like, you need to come help me get the dinosaurs off the island.
God damn it.
He's like, no, that's a bad idea. And she's like, but remember Blue? And she shows a video of Blue as like a baby, and he's like training Blue or whatever. And then he's like, oh, that makes me sad. Now I got to go get Blue.
No, you don't.
And the idea is that I think her name is Claire. She gets promised that there's a sanctuary waiting for the dinosaurs because that island's gonna erupt and they like totally get destroyed from this volcano eruption or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So she is promised that they'll go to a sanctuary. So they get a bunch of these little experts. That kid is part of it. And then there's this other girl that she's like a veterinarian type chick or whatever. And then there's like a big game hunter, squad, of course.
A big game hunter. I'm from Australia. I have a cowboy.
They go to the island. They start taking a bunch of the dinosaurs. The volcano explodes. You see that in the trailer. They're escaping. And then they get taken back to this like manor in like San Francisco.
Oh.
And it turns out the old guy was being taken advantage of by his like protege or whatever for his company. And like they're not going to a sanctuary. This guy's just selling them on the black market.
Son of a bitch.
To arms dealers and stuff. And they're basically gonna militarize these dinosaurs.
Tech dinos?
Yeah.
Dinos with guns?
And so obviously Claire and Owen
Wilson?
His name's Owen Grady, I think, in the movie. Chris Pratt's character. They find out what the secret plan is. Owen Wilson. Yeah, they should just put Owen Wilson in the movie, honestly. Wow, these are dinosaurs.
Velociraptors, wow.
And they find out that using the same technology they used to make the dinosaurs is that the old man lost his daughter like a long time ago in a horrific car accident, and they found a way to bring back his daughter to life by cloning her. So she's this little girl, and they find out they've used this technology to make the dinosaurs to clone humans now. So this is a problem, right? That's a big deal. I can already see your face, like you've already like, what the hell's going on now, right?
Okay, so it's Westworld?
Yeah, Westworld, right?
Uh-huh.
And now they're stuck with the idea of like, okay, well now we need to save this girl, because if the world finds out that they've cloned this girl, she's not a real human, she's a clone.
You kill her.
The government's gonna kill her, right? The government's gonna take her and just do all sorts of tests and figure out how they did it.
They just kill her.
So they're trying to escape, and their only way of escaping is to, I guess, release the dinosaurs on the black market evil people, right? That are trying to buy these dinosaurs.
Okay.
And so it gets to a point where they have like that gene or whatever that kills them if they go too long without it, right? Mm-hmm. That lysosome or whatever. And of course, Claire, being her PETA self, is just like, we can't leave the dinosaurs here to die.
Why not?
And so Chris Pratt's like, you stupid? That's a bad idea. Don't let them out. What are you doing?
They're gonna kill you.
And she's like, we can't do that. Like, they're gonna die. They're animals. They have a soul now. And then the little girl goes and pushes the button and lets all the dinosaurs out.
God damn it. Of course.
And so they're like, well, they're out.
Who
and the
let
movie
the dinos out? Little girl.
The little clone girl.
Oh god, of course it's the little clone girl.
And so, yeah, it was just like, okay, there was a lot of suspending of disbelief in Jurassic World, right? With the whole entire, raptors, working side by side by humans. Like, I can go that far. But then this one was just like with the human cloning thing, and like, I'm like, you guys are trying to. I just want dinosaurs and people dying by dinosaurs. That's all I wanted when I signed up for Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what Jurassic Park sounds like.
I didn't sign up for this crazy wild plot of cloning humans and like dinosaur PETA, and it was just too much going crazy in all these different directions. If you watch the movie, by the end of the movie, you'll be like, why? What did I just watch?
I kind of want to watch it now.
I mean, I think... Do I own it? I may own it. And I may have, like... I'll have to check.
Oh, we did it. We did it. We stayed off long enough for breaking news.
What happened?
It's just casting.
Spider-Man trailer just dropped?
No, it's casting. I'll send it to you. Maybe you can help me pronounce this name, because I'm having a freaking brain aneurysm just trying to think about it. Alright, so the actress by the name of Jamila Jamil. Let's type it in the chat. Because I don't know if I said that right. Jamila Jamil.
Right.
She has officially been casted as Titania? How do you say that?
Titania or something.
Titania. I have no idea who that is. Who is Titania?
Well, I can already tell you they're gonna really change her costume because it's very.
It's very. Risque. This is what Titania looks like in the comics.
Yeah, be prepared for a costume change there.
Or I'm about to say Rule 24.
I mean, they've already made more versions of her where she's
so apparently she'll be the main villain. Apparently that happens. Apparently she is quite often the main villain in the She-Hulk. Titania. Cool.
It was introduced in the 1984 crossover limited series Secret Wars. More Secret Wars stuff.
Hey, my man. And this is her. This is Jamila. And she will be playing the chick, Tatiana. Bust down Tatiana. Dude, I'm actually pretty hyped for the She-Hulk show, to be honest.
I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do. I'm like excited for anything new that I don't know too much about.
Did you know Mark Ruffalo is gonna be in it? Like there's already been photos of him like on set.
Yeah, is he? So he's gonna be Bruce Banner again?
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of his. That's the whole point. They're cousins. Well, look. It was like this.
So no more smart guy Hulk.
He had the mocap and everything though.
Oh, so he is still Hulk. Well, he's Professor Hulk still.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if we'll see him go back to being able to do Bruce Banner and
Savage Hulk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Abomination. By the end of the show. Abomination is gonna be in She-Hulk, already confirmed, right? God, my camera is not focusing. Come on, camera. Well, we already know that Abomination's gonna be back, and the original Incredible Hulk film is loosely canon to the MCU, so or it is canon, but it'd be really interesting if Hulk seeing the Abomination again for the first time in years makes him snap out of it of Professor Hulk and just go savage again and just go ham on Abomination. Imagine or Hulk and She-Hulk fighting Abomination.
That'd be dope.
Oh, I'm here to see it, my man. 100%.
And then if they beat Abomination, then they have to fight Red Hulk.
Yes, dude. Oh. Or what if She-Hulk is the thing that finally gives us Red Hulk? The end of She-Hulk, we get Red Hulk.
Gives us the Red Hulk reveal? Yeah, I hope so.
That would be it, man. That would be it 100%. Well, I think it's a great place to end the show. My camera is not deciding.
It's really... Oh. Your hand is
crisp as hell.
Focused. All right, now take it back.
Focus on my face. Oh!
There you go.
Look at me. It looks so pretty. Someone joins in and they just see me going.
They're like, what's going on in here?
All right. I'll subscribe. Funny enough, we're on Twitch right now, right? And we gained a YouTube subscriber 15 minutes ago.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
We don't even need to be on YouTube to get subscribers.
Racking in the views, baby. Let's go. Follow us on YouTube if you haven't already. All the links are down in the Twitch on our page. You know, our Discord as well. It's all there. You know, we post some. We like to post a lot of memes on the Discord, don't we?
Fire memes.
Fire memes.
Oh, I need to start being more proactive in posting, like, you know, the leaks and announcements and stuff on the spoilers and leaks.
Yeah, we could probably post the She-Hulk one right now, right after the show.
Yeah. Should we do it on the announcements and stuff? Well, spoilers and leaks or
announcements is more of like if it's like, you know, Fandation is doing this thing.
Okay.
Spoilers
and leaks will just be like any kind of like
like news drops type of stuff. Yeah, if it's too spoiler, you mark it as a spoiler. But cool. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's gonna wrap up today's episode. Really cool. I really enjoyed Loki. I'm excited to talk about it next week. I can't wait for next week's episode, man.
Oh, I know. What are your days off?
Oh, to be honest, I barely have any, dude. It's just Sunday and Monday are my days off.
Wild, me too.
So
we got a show coming on either Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, for sure Monday, bro. I'm down.
For Bad Batch.
Oh, the Batch of Baddies, bro. And then if anything, we could maybe do a late show depending on how we're working. I'm back at Galaxy Edge.
I'm closing all this coming week.
All week. All right, so we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. This week might be a little different. If anything, there might be some solo shows, but we'll see. Depending how crazy Loki is, you know what I mean? Depending how crazy.
I mean, if anything, if you're gonna go live like on you know, for Loki, you know, recap, I'll just send you my thoughts like in like a text form or something, and then you can read it off.
I'll put like a Gabe PNG like right here.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. That's actually a great little segment. Like whenever you're not like here, you just send me your thoughts, and I could put like a little like dancing gif of you or something. Yeah, man.
There we go.
Or I could put your little hero dude, like doing a little like
yeah,
that'd be sick. A little Scottish jig.
There we go.
You know those? Have you seen those like apps where you could take a picture and make it dance?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can do that with your friends.
Let's do that.
I just somehow figure that shit out. But all right, guys, thank you guys for checking us out. Super fun hanging out with you guys again, like always. Hopefully, we'll be back for the Batch of Baddies coming out. But you know, that show has been kind of like slow. It's out tonight, you know, new episode. So you know, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at Fernie Like Gray. You can follow Gabe over at
Foster Store.
Yeah, we're always putting out our hot takes. You know, we're always how we feel about things. Like for example, I saw Bo Burnham's Inside last night. Definitely worth the watch if you haven't. If you're like an independent filmmaker that feel like they can't make anything right now, the pandemic, Bo Burnham made an entire movie or like an entire comedy special in like in his room, right? Damn, look at Cold Cuts coming here at the end, acting like he's dope with lasagna. Hey, Cold Cuts, you should rewind the stream and rewatch because we mentioned you halfway through it. I'm not gonna tell you where, because that's gonna be your own personal hell to find it. But we talked about you in this. All right, guys, but you can follow us. Where can they check you out, Gabe, other than Twitter?
I'm on Instagram as well. You can follow me on Twitch. I'll try. I mean, my schedule's been super inconsistent, but I'll definitely try to play some Resident Evil Village or something on here.
Dude, I haven't seen anything of that game yet.
I've stayed away from everything too because I want to like have the genuine scare factor.
I just know that chick has the big titties. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, if I stream it, it's gonna be like
big titties.
Yeah, lonely man simping hard for
lonely man and
big vampire lady. Yeah,
one lonely man, one Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't get the disc version, bro. That thing.
Oh, I know.
I'm pretty sure all the links will be down in either the description or they're all over there on the channel and stuff like that. You can find all that stuff. You can find me on Jess Fernie on YouTube, just posting over there. Got some funny videos going over there. If you want to watch some funny gameplay videos, Scheme Team, I guess that's a funny one. I haven't posted over there in like a month, and I've gained 3 subscribers, and I'm like, that's interesting, isn't it? But hey,
join our Discord.
Join our Discord. Yes, 100%. There it is in the chat. I just
posted it in the chat.
It's we post memes there. We post spoilers, and we just like to talk about stuff all the time. We're in the Discord right now, literally just talking. So It's cool. And that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Later.
Oh wait, no, I pressed the wrong one. No. The stream is not starting. The stream is not. I meant to press the intro. This one. All right, bye. Yeah, that was a big rip on me there. I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna, thanks. If anyone joined in thinking the stream was barely starting right now, I'm sorry, but I lied to you. All right, cool. Rough times. All right, bye.